Welcome, Virgo Libra, to your November 19th through the 26th reading. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. The first card coming out for you is personal beliefs, freedom against the grain. Going a little bit against the grain over here, feeling like you need a little more freedom. And a little more freedom loving too. But it does feel like there is some kind of misconception going on. But it does feel like there's a little bit of blind faith as well. The card coming out with it is the Queen of Cups, so you could be dealing with a water sign. But it does feel like for a lot of you, this is a new love or a love that you're kind of renewing at this time. But it does feel like, you know what, this is where the comfort and the passion really is. The compassion, definitely. There's kind of a calm, nurturing feeling when it comes to this relationship. But there is a little bit of a misconception going on. I really want to get to that misconception as well. Right now, there's ambitious action. That's exactly what it is, ambitious action. Driven to want to succeed in this relationship. Feeling like, you know what, I'm driven to want to go after this. I want to keep this alive. But I really want to know what that misconception is. Let's clarify on that really fast, guys. I really want to know, like, what is the misconception within the situation? It's the inner turmoils and deep-seated fears. So the misconception is definitely something that has to do with the love relationship, of how they feel when it comes to the divine harmony and how they feel about you. So it does feel like there is something going on where you do feel like the misconception is do they really care about me the way I care about them? That's really the feeling I'm getting. For some of you, I feel like they might have some selfishness to them. And so it kind of gets misconceived of, are they on the same page as me? So going back over here really fast to and it's kind of the fear of maybe they're like dating someone else that I've dated before. So let's put it this way. If they're a little selfish, you may fear that, you know what, my ex was very selfish and I do not want them to be the same way. So it could be for some of you feeling like they're starting to become this ex. This person you do not want them to be. Starting to see the red flags within the situation of being someone else. There is this new beginning, though, to the situation, but it's very optimistic. Trying to keep everything optimistic as much as possible. But that's that ambitious drive to want to continue to go forward. And there's that blind faith again. You know what? There's a lot of pleasure within this situation, but I do feel like there's some misconceptions within the situation that I'm still kind of watching. This is just a red flag for you. That's all this is. It's like, this is where I want to be, but I do see red flags. Having the mental clarity and breakthrough through the situation, carrying all the burdens. Overstressed and burned out. Difficult decisions. I still think that there's something here where you're still, there it is again, guys. I'm still seeing the red flag of this situation. Even though I really want this to work out, I'm still seeing this. And I'm trying to avoid the situation. But it's really getting to the point to where it's putting me at a crossroads to where I don't know if I should release this, because it's really just the idea of their selfish behavior. There's no give and take. That's what this is. No give and take. That's exactly what it is. The red flags of give and take. I really want it to work out, but the more I keep seeing that I give to you and you don't give back, it's really starting to get on my nerve. But it's almost like you're trying to weigh your options. You're trying to avoid it, but you keep coming to a crossroads and to a deadlock within this decision of whether or not you really want to continue with this. It's a great relationship, but if they keep throwing these red flags of no give and take, how is this going to work? Absolutely. Having self-doubts that this is actually going to work, this is actually becoming more of a struggle towards the 26th to actually see this actually working out. It's actually kind of giving you lower vibrations when it comes to the relationship. There's a lot of moodiness going on and a lot of inner feelings that are going on. And you might even feel like you're getting some bad advice from someone. Like you could be talking to someone and you could feel like they're giving out bad advice. This is not what I want. Or maybe they're giving out bad advice. Maybe they're trying to tell you something and you don't want to do so. But you're trying to keep the courage and keep focused. You know, it's really kind of crazy because it's almost like, you know what, I really want this to work out, but if I keep seeing the red flag within this situation, how is this going to work? If I keep giving you love and you keep avoiding me and not giving it back, then how's this going to work? You know, it feels like they're getting away with something. It's kind of crazy. It's almost like trickery. Are they tricking me? Wow. It's almost like they're kind of tricking you to believe that they're giving back. So you could say, you're not giving back to me. I want to go do this. And they're saying, no, we'll do that next time. And then they'll come back and say, well, we already did what you said you wanted to do. But it's kind of trickery and it's kind of manipulating me because then it's trying to say, wait a minute, but we didn't. What are you talking about? We didn't do what I wanted to do. See, what you did was you manipulated it strategically so that we could still have something, but you still left mine behind. But you made me, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Of course it does. So they're trying to make you believe that, you know, you still got what you wanted out of the situation, but obviously you didn't because the two swords are still back there. They were never picked up, never done, but yet they're going to tell you that we already did what you wanted to do. And you're saying, no, we actually kind of made a choice together and it was more kind of you than me because I still didn't get to go see the movie I wanted to see. Look, we went and watched the movie you wanted to watch. It was a movie we wanted to watch together, but then the movie I actually really wanted to watch, we never did that. But you're trying to tell me it was never really a part of the agenda anyways. Huh? Oh, well, you didn't really say that was 100. That's kind of deceiving, right? So that's why the kind of deception card is coming up. Because then they can kind of manipulate that, guys, and say, oh, well, you know, because we never really came to a decision together about the situation. That's not... Okay, well, you know what? I didn't make a decision either to go watch your crying movie, okay? But I was there. I wanted to watch action, right? And I cried. It wasn't really a decision, but we did it. Okay, so that's really what that is. So it's almost like they're getting away with something without still not having to give in, and that brings out the red flags again. So now you're trying to make them new beginning. But look, you're saying it can't get any worse. You're trying to recover the situation, even though it seems like it's inevitable that they keep continuing to keep doing what they're saying, or doing what they're doing, and you're seeing it. Right? And it's pretty much inevitable to say that there's no red flags. I mean, that's... So the new beginning is saying, oh, well, you have the personal transition and resistance to the change. They're not going to change. So now you're saying, I don't know what kind of baggage this is, but I'm still going strong through the situation, hoping and praying that this is going to change. Still holding tight to that, but you're still seeing the resistance of them wanting to give what they need to give. Oh my gosh, lack of long-term vision. That's all it is. not seeing the success of the rewards, right? If anything, it's like I see the clarity and the understanding of what's going on, but you're trying to distract the truth. So when you come to tell your truth to them about the situation, somewhere around the 21st or so, right? They're going to distract that. They're going to try to walk around that. They are not going to see it your way, lack of vision, right? So doing it all, carrying all the burdens, trying your hardest to still make the relationship work out, even though you're starting to feel burned out in this situation. This is because, you know what, they still feel like there's still structure and there's still power. They kind of see you as the father figure, mother figure of this situation. So they do, you know, ooh, or is it them? Oh, I'm starting to think that's them, that they're kind of a power ruler, authority, and you're kind of being that to you. But they still see that you have stability and leadership no matter what, and they still respect that no matter what. So there's still respect within the situation. I just feel like there's a lot of control. So I do feel like this person is in boss mode around the 23rd. Boss mode. Sorry, that's what it is. They're saying, I still see you as a leader. I still see you with all the stability that you have, and I see you're a very stable person. Whether it's, you know, money or emotions, take it how it resonates. And you're very structured. But the authority, the father figure, mother figure, could be yourself or them. But definitely the controlling, they're trying to control. That's why you're feeling overburdened about the situation. They're in control mode. They want to be the controller. Maybe they're acting like your mom or dad. Ouch. Wow. Like that. So there's going to be, this is where the difficult decisions are weighing the options of what you're going to do. This actually makes you avoid them for a little while. And why are you kind of avoiding them for a little while? Because you're going to say, hold on, I have to think about the situation. Absolutely. Ignoring the situation for what the situation is. That's why it is, because you're saying, you know what, I want to ignore you for a few minutes so that I can go try to have some kind of intuition about the situation. I need some kind of reflection. Because now you're having some self-doubt that this is going to actually work because of this here. Once they become boss mode and they want to be controlling about the situation and they want everything they want, me kind of syndrome going on, it's going to give you a little bit of self-doubt now that everything you've been kind of working towards is actually going to work out. So now you're starting to really look at the red flags and kind of say, okay, maybe I haven't been looking at this the right way the whole time. Maybe I've been pushing for this love, pushing for all of this so much. I wanted it so much. Maybe even though I've seen the red flags, maybe I wasn't looking at them 100%. You see what I'm saying? So over here, it's like you're going to have a little bit of self-discipline, but there is going to be a little bit of aggression coming out of this person. You might even feel like this person is being a little careless towards the 24th, 25th of the month, where it feels like they're kind of in opposition with you. It's almost like you come to this realization, you'll have this conversation with them, and then you're going to feel like they have kind of lack of control, that they're a little arrogant. You might feel like, you know what, they want opposition with me. They're not seeing it. See, this is where the weakness is coming in. And this is going to give you a little bit more weakness over here because it's going to now bring in your lower energies. And it's going to say, this is exactly what I was looking at. See, this is what I was talking about when I was reflecting. So now you're going to see that. You're literally going to see how they're actually acting. Where it's almost like carelessness, don't care. It's going to feel like you're kind of lacking in control of this situation because they want to be in boss mode and have all the control. So you're going to feel like you've lost control to the situation. So it's almost like you could start the conversation. They're going to end the conversation. There's going to be no control. You're going to say, wait a second, how did this work out to where you're ending the conversation when I started the conversation? how are we going to fix this if you just manipulated everything around the situation and took control over the situation? Very stubborn energy here. Very stubborn. Could be dealing with an Aries, Taurus, Cusp. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Taurus. Because I'm telling you, or a Capricorn. Very, very. Or a Libra. Got a lot of Libra up here as well. Could have a lot of Libra in their chart where they want to justify the situation. Because however you want to see it, it's very stubborn and very justified. If you're dealing with somebody, I wouldn't doubt that you're not dealing with some kind of, like maybe Taurus Libra, Capricorn Libra, Aries Libra, because they definitely want to be stubborn, they want to be in control, and they definitely want to be justified on their sides. They're not breaking this down. They're not backing down at all. No, in fact, if anything, where you started, they want to take control of the situation and then tell you this is how it is. And you're like, how did the hell did that happen? Literally, that's what's happening. Where you lose lack of control of the conversation you made so that they can be in control of the conversation. Okay. So the tables have turned. Turning those tables on purpose. That's just what they're doing. And look, even if it wasn't purposely done, it could just be that that's just part of their energy and that's the way they're made. It could be literally consciously done or subconsciously done, depending on the person. They might just be built that way. That's just the way maybe when they feel attacked, that's how they deal with it. So, but you definitely have some egotism over here. Of course. Their ego's coming out. So where you're going to show your inner feelings and your compassion, they're going to show lack of compassion and ego. Because this is how they feel they win. So by the 26th, there's this like independence that you have that you're going off of over here. Just feeling like you're kind of conserving your energy. Hermit mode, that's why, yeah. Because you went into hermit mode, that's it. That's where you're conserving your energy. Okay, fine, then I'm not talking to you anymore. They upset you so much once you find out the ego that they have within themselves that you're just, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm going in. That's it. Isolation. Because you're going to withdraw because you already feel like you're a little lonely anyways because they've distanced themselves into wanting to be right about the situation and making themselves right and you're wrong. I'm sorry. That's exactly what it is. You're wrong. I'm right. Stubborn. Person is stubborn. King of Pentacles. Yep. So now you're just going to end up trying to seek the personal closure that you need while you're in hermit mode. This is going to cause a lot of delay, though, because, look, it's not going to be 100% completed because you're going to be in a hermit mode. If you're isolating yourself down so that you can reflect about the situation, I don't want to talk to you right now. You really upset me. Yes, definitely this is going to take delays before you can either, close the relationship and say, I'm done with the relationship, or wanting to continue forward with the relationship to try to still fix the relationship. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different. However it is right now, there is no closure to at least the situation in itself, right? So definitely incomplete. Okay, so it's going to be up to you on how you're going to do it. Everybody's story is going to be different on that area. Some are going to say goodbye to the relationship. Some of you are going to say, okay, well, you know what, leave me alone for a little while I think, and then we'll come back and try to fix this again, depending on how the situation is. And if you're married, more than anything, you're just going to hide out in the bedroom for a while. You know what I mean? Until everybody calms down, and then you can come back out into the living room or however it is and either sweep it underneath the rug like a lot of married couples do and say, you know what, I'm done with that situation. And that will make a closure just by ending it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of marriage things, that's the way it actually works, guys, right? It's just like, you know what, it's not even worth talking about. Just sweep it under the rug. I'm bringing done. But because a lot of you, this is a new relationship, it might just be over. or you're still going to try to fix it, right? And maybe you'll sweep it under the rug as well. Who knows? That's why I said I don't like getting into who's leaving who and who's doing what so much, because everybody's story is so different. And we're in different kinds of relationships as well. Okay? So until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye bye.